Well, what's begin there, guys? Brian here, the Three Topics Gamer, and I have a not so much channel update, but more of just a versus series update, just to guys give you a heads up in terms of the plans for the remaining four videos. By now, if you're watching this video, then you will know that I actually just recently uploaded my most recent versus series match, which was General Beatrix from Final Fantasy IX taking on Aranea from Final Fantasy 15. That match's up, and so far the response for it has been pretty. It's been good so far. Now, moving forward, I have stated that in that video that I believe moving forward, I will be kind of sticking to the much shorter style of video format that I was actually testing out in season 5. And just to explain why that was the case, it was mainly, I even stated in the last matchup, it's mainly was due to the performance of the last three videos. Now, I don't feel like I'm the kind of person that feels like I'm entitled, but when I look back at those last three videos in terms of the quality and the amount of time I actually put into those videos, you have to remember that I was actually able to get, I believe, three fully classic style matchups up in a very short amount of time. I believe I was actually able to get those three up in like the span of like 3 weeks, which for me is unheard of. I've never been able to do that before. But just looking at the performance that those three videos were able to do combined, I would be lying if I said I wasn't disappointed in terms of what they were able to do. I spent a lot of time on a lot of those, on all three of those matchups combined. It took away a lot of time from other videos that I want to do that ended up getting pushed back. And trust me, when I worked on those style of videos, everything in my life gets shut down. I'm not playing games, I'm not going out, I'm not really socializing. If I'm not here or at work, I was focusing on those videos just non-stop in terms of researching, scripting, recording, editing, and then uploading. It is a 5-step process to get just one of those classic videos up. But having seen that, it just kind of seems like interest in the series has been pretty much going down ever since, even after the first matchup video that I did this year, which that is the only one that I think has actually performed as well, if not better than I was expecting. I just felt that since it seems the interest in this series is going down, I don't really feel like I need to put as much effort, well, maybe not put as much effort, but put as much detail into those matchups. So, which is why for the Beatrix versus Aranea matchup, it ended up being probably the shortest matchup I've ever done. It was kind of just a little bit of detail and then just kind of going right into the to conclusion. And now that we have four matchups left to go, just depending on how this most recent video performs, that'll pretty much determine that maybe I didn't make the right choice in sticking to the much shorter format. Now, there were some sadly unfortunate consequences for switching to the much shorter format moving forward, if that ends up being the case of what happens. Now, things could possibly change. Like if one of the videos, for some reason blows up, that'll definitely show me that there's much interest in the much traditional style, but if not, then we will stick to this much shorter style. Now, as I stated, we did suffer a couple of casualties. Two matchups in particular ended up having to get canceled because I felt, just me personally, I did not feel comfortable doing a much shorter style of those two matchups. Those the two matches I'm going to discuss are matches that I would have 100% done a extended video, just because for me personally, these are two dream matches that I know people, I just, for me personally, not so much for you guys, but me personally, I would not feel happy about myself doing it in those styles. So just to buckle you guys up, the two matchups that are sadly have been canceled, I know some people are going to be sad, were Ezio versus Shay Cormac. Yes, the greatest, quite possibly the greatest assassin, taking on the greatest assassin killer. That got canceled, and I replaced that with another matchup. And the season finale matchup, which was Virgil taking on Cloud. Those two matchups were at no point we're ever going to get shorter star videos. Those were going to be traditional styles. So you're going to be looking at possibly 30, 40, maybe. No, looking at those two, yeah, it would have been 30 or 40. That's how long those videos definitely would have been. I don't feel comfortable making shorter style videos of those. And they got instead replaced with, hope you guys don't mind, but Shay Cormac versus Ezio got replaced with probably my last Metal Gear matchup. I hadn't done a Metal Gear matchup in a long time, but that one was replaced with Big Boss taking on Liquid Snake, and the season finale matchup is pretty much got replaced by a matchup that I actually did script years ago, but at the last minute I decided to cancel it and replace it with another matchup, and that is going to be Classic Sephiroth taking on Lightning from Final Damnation 13. So, as it stands right now, the four remaining matchups that we have for the rest of the year are Chris Redfield taking on Jack Krauser. We have Big Boss taking on Liquid Snake. We have Aveline taking on Elsia, I believe, from Assassin's Creed. We still have that one planned. And then we will have Sephiroth taking on Lightning as the final match that I will be doing for this channel. And I think once the series is done, I'll be able to actually kind of focus on, helping, spending more time working on other videos, or even uploading more videos more regularly to help, in order to help grow the channel. Because for whatever reason, the growth of this channel this year has been very, very lacking compared to last year. And I didn't even ask it. I didn't even need it to have as much growth as we did last year, but I'm definitely somewhat far behind. I mean, I still have like 5 months, and I'm still trying to shoot for 4,000 more subscribers, and I'm trying to figure out how to do that, uploading content that I believe will draw people in. And it is just very clear to me that the Versus series is no longer it's no longer attractive and draws people in, and that's perfectly okay. I'm perfectly okay. I spent several years making these type of videos, and I believe that for a time, they had their audience, but it's clear that probably the audience has moved on to other things, and so I need to move on to other things, or maybe even come up with more content that's a little bit more focused and is much more attractive to a wider audience. I think that's what I need to figure out, and in order to do that, I need to remove myself from needing to think in those analytical ways and just focus on trying to put that energy towards other videos. So that's kind of what the state of season 6, which is certainly going to be my last season of the Versus series, is going to be, as well as what videos were replaced. And I'll even keep the funny thing about this much shorter format is that it allows me to get videos done fairly quickly. I mean, believe it or not, I actually pulled a record with my most recent one in terms of researching, scripting, recording, editing, and upload. I was able to get that video done in 72 hours, which is shocking for me, which means that, heck, if I really wanted to, over the course of August, I actually could probably get 3, maybe 4 videos up before my vacation at the end of August, which I'm very much looking forward to. I hope to not do that if I get bored enough, but I think that's what this much shorter, less detailed style allows me to do. It just allows me to just kind of focus the information, get just the crucial things out of the way, and then just get straight to the conclusion in terms of why I think one character would beat the other. So that is pretty much all I want to say in terms of this little update video for the Versus Series Season 6. I would just like to know what are some ideas you think would work for future content, not in terms of matches, but just content for the channel you guys think that I should be uploading, because it does seem like the tier style worst to best videos have been pretty consistent. But I definitely want to start doing some retro reviews. That was an idea that was thrown at me a while back, and that's definitely something I once the Versus series is done, I'll have more time to actually do. But other content, either it's PlayStation related or just gaming related, anything that I could upload to help bring in people is always welcome in terms for me. So that's pretty much all I want to say. I hope you guys don't mind. If you did happen to enjoy this little, update video for the Versus Series Season 6, please do not forget to give this video a thumbs up. Make sure you subscribe to keep track of me and my future videos, as well as to help grow the channel, because I very much would appreciate that. And like always, I want to thank you guys for watching. Thank you guys for your support. You're all awesome, and I will catch you all next time.